Welcome, everyone. Come on in. Take your favorite seat. Today is Training Wheels. It's 10 a.m. on July 15th, Tuesday. This is an opportunity to gather through an open door, a place where we get together to learn and teach each other, to hear different facets of the teaching of the truth. And today, as I said, it's Training Wheels, where we take a lesson of A Course in Miracles and learn it in perhaps a different way with a different slant, and then discuss it. So I will begin, as I always do, by reading through the lessons up to lesson 41, which is where we are. God goes with me wherever I go. So get comfortable. I'm going to turn my camera off for the moment, just so that I can settle into the reading and not worry about the screen. So even though it's 10 o'clock in the morning, some of us have begun our mornings hours ago and many things have happened. So just feel yourself right now here in this moment and try to release the past, whatever it has held, and just be present now in the silence. Just in the awareness of being, which is effortless. Know yourself welcome here. We're grateful for your presence. And we begin. Nothing I see means anything. I have given everything I see all the meaning it has for me. I do not understand anything I see. I am never, these thoughts do not mean anything, excuse me. And I am never upset for the reasons I think. I'm upset because I see something that is not there. I see only the past. My mind is preoccupied with past thoughts. I see nothing as it is now. My thoughts do not mean anything. My meaningless thoughts are showing me a meaningless world. I'm upset because I see a meaningless world. A meaningless world engenders fear. God did not create a meaningless world. My thoughts are images I have made. I have no neutral thoughts. I see no neutral things. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my seeing. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my thoughts. I am determined to see. I am determined to see things differently. What I see is a form of vengeance. I can escape this world by giving up attack thoughts. I do not perceive my own best interests. I do not know what anything is for. My attack thoughts are attacking my invulnerability. Above all else, I want to see. Above all else, I want to see things differently. God is in everything I see. God is in everything I see because God is in my mind. I am not a victim of the world I see. I have invented the world I see. There is another way of looking at the world. I could see peace instead of this. My mind is part of God's. I am very holy. My holiness envelops everything I see. My holiness blesses the world. There is nothing my holiness cannot do. My holiness is my salvation. I am blessed as a son of God. God goes with me wherever I go. God goes with me wherever I go. This lesson is a continuation of some earlier lessons that really start to take us into non-duality. God is in everything I see because God is in my mind. My mind is part of God's. I am very holy or whole. My holiness or wholeness is my salvation. And God goes with me wherever I go. It follows logically. When I was about 12, I got separated from my family at Disneyland. I turned around in the crowd and I realized they were nowhere in sight. All my adolescent confidence evaporated, and I still remember coming close to panic. Luckily, I discovered my parents a fairly short distance away, although it seemed like an eternity at the time, and the experience left me feeling raw and vulnerable. As spiritual children or adolescents, perhaps, we have lost sight of source. We have lost source in the crowd of a Disneyland we have created here. We feel abandoned and without protection. Fear, greed, aggression, and depression are the inevitable consequences of the idea of separation and abandonment. That's why so many of us experience anxiety, a deep sense of helplessness, and a fear of scarcity. To quote unquote cure these feelings, we have devised a great number of protections and diversions. We work ourselves to exhaustion, leaving no time to think. We change partners, we change jobs, we exercise, we go shopping, and dull our senses watching movies or endless news. When it gets really bad, we sometimes seek the help of professionals. The American Psychiatric Association regularly publishes a diagnostic and statistical manual that classifies 300 plus mental illnesses. Mental health professionals cannot be reimbursed unless they classify their patient with a definable disease. Drugs to cure depression and anxiety are so common, they are now considered a source of water pollution. Our treatment systems cannot filter them out. The very foundation of most mental illnesses is spiritual dis-ease. As one famous psychotherapist said, an instant of spiritual healing does more than a decade of psychotherapy. And yet we still resist bringing God into the healing process because it requires an acceptance that we of ourselves can do nothing alone. We have to surrender into something that seems beyond us. We must entertain the insane thought that we can trust the invisible, unknowable. The paradox is that when we do surrender, when we allow, when we know, when we claim God's being, when we receive it, we become more sane. Today's 5-minute practice is your first real attempt to go more deeply into the experience of connection. And what is it that we are connecting with? Maybe inquire about that in the practice. There's only one practice period required for this lesson. You take your seat, and you close your eyes, you relax your shoulders, your tummy, relax your chest and your feet. Let your hands relax. Let your eyes relax. And when you're ready, place your awareness gently on the breath. Be happy watching the breath as long as you like. It's your own personal, portable, centering device. When you're ready, say in your mind, God goes with me wherever I go. If you want to use a different word than God, by all means. Source, all that is, love. That's okay. Just make sure that whatever you choose gives you a feeling of safety, of home, of centeredness, of peace. This is because our true nature is this unlimited, open, pure beingness, this presence. God goes with me wherever I go. We are inseparable. I am inseparable from the Creator. As you repeat the words of the lesson, however you interpret them, feel how it feels in the body. What happens in the body when you say these words and you relax into them. Imagine what it is to never be alone. For that is the truth. If thoughts arise, and they will, just repeat the lesson in your mind, feeling every word as deeply as you can. And end the 5-minute practice period peacefully, just watching the breath. Repeating the lesson and feeling the words. What you're looking for in this meditation is a feeling, a knowing that presence is always with you because it is you. This isn't intellectual. It's not trying. It's effortless. God goes with me wherever I go. At first, it seems that I have a choice to believe this lesson, to practice this lesson, to understand this lesson, and that I am free to choose. And then it seems, well, there are only always two choices. There is the egoic system, which teaches separation, or the Holy Spirit's thought system, which is called atonement or at-one-ment. It seems throughout the day, when I forget that God goes with me wherever I go, that I have to stop and re-choose. Is that true? So I practice choosing, and as I practice choosing, I find that it requires awareness in the moment. I have to become aware of my thoughts. And as I increase this practice, as I become more and more aware of my thoughts, and I inquire, I realize two things. One, I am happier when I practice awareness. And two, I am more aware of something within me that is aware of being aware. I realize two things. I am happier, and I am more aware of something within myself that is aware of being aware. As my awareness becomes more established, I become even more familiar with it. It becomes my refuge and my center. God goes with me wherever I go. Is it possible that this awareness is what I am? Awareness is self-reinforcing. It creates more of itself. As I practice, I become curious about what this deepening will bring. At the same time, I realize that I haven't been choosing what arises in my awareness. It just happens. And then I become more comfortable just allowing. God goes with me wherever I go. This awareness, which is effortless and always with me, is God's being. At first, I thought I had to choose, that I have a choice and that I'm free to choose. But if I'm lucky with my practice, I see that there was never any choice at all. I am always in God's being. I move beyond choice to recognition. And that recognition is that everything is always just arising. And I am that. We are constantly being moved by Source. God is with me wherever I go because there is no other place. There is no place. There is no separation. Everything is just arising, and I am that, and God is that. A Course in Miracles tells us, ultimately, every member of the family of God must return. The miracle calls him, her to return because it blesses and honors him, even though he may be absent in spirit. God is not mocked, is not a warning, but a reassurance. God would be mocked if any of his creations lacked holiness. The creation is whole, and the mark of wholeness is holiness. The creation is whole, and the mark of wholeness is holiness. Miracles are affirmations of sonship, which is a state of completion and abundance. God goes with me wherever I go. Come on back when you're ready. Take a breath and let's talk about how this lesson affects you.